read to the Outlaws issue 11.
Yeah, okay. So the first third of this issue is maybe the worst this book has ever been.
That's hefty praise.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, it gets better because it's better than that. So credit where it's due, I guess. No, the first 8 pages or so are just dialogue, so much awful dialogue, and it's basically one side of this civil war. The general was blaming the woman that was dead that came back to life because of the bow with Artemis's friend, and then she's blaming the general, and they basically go, "Well, we'll have to fight then."
Matt,
That takes 8 pages.
I love that he expects us to remember what happened in the last issue,
I
so
don't.
that any of
I don't.
that any of this has context whatsoever. I'm like, yeah, there's Civil War, yeah, there's a general, someone came back to life, yeah, yeah, sure.
Yeah. No, I don't remember when I have to start. When I start reading it, I'm like, wait, what happened? What's going on? Every time. But yeah. Then shock horror. She did have the bow after all. She wasn't she was lying, and then she shoots the general, and that's cool, I guess. Artemis summons her magic axe, which is apparently called Mistress, which says a lot. That it's we're 11 issues into this, plus the rebirth. Is this a rebirth issue?
Yep, it did.
Right. So 11 plus the rebirth, and I'm only just learning the name of her axe. That is the magic axe that she can just summon. And this actually really
The
confused
big
me.
gigantic axe.
The big gigantic axe, because I thought I remembered from before, like the axe kind of came to her Thor style, but here it seems to just appear in her hand. Like I don't know if this is just a clunky bit of the art or something. Like she's standing there, she hasn't got anything, and then she puts her hand out, and she has the axe in her hand. Like, it's just there. It doesn't come from anywhere. Just I don't know.
Either you misread it before when you saw what was
It's
going on in the
possible.
art, or this time it is just like a mistake in the art and it looks kind of weird or
Yeah,
whatever.
like I say, I'm not going to entirely blame this on the art because that might have been on me. Bizarro appears, he smashes through the mountain and smashes it on top of her.
As you do.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I mean, this is this is maybe some of the best part of the issues because the dialogue goes away for quite a bit and you just have some nice action, which that's all down to the artist anyway, so it's fine. And as I always say, yeah, art's pretty good.
Yeah, it's
what
Dexter Soy on art, just for the record. I never told you that at the start of this. Oh,
But yeah,
God.
anyway, so she shoots the magic bow at Artemis and she blocks it with her axe because this is where I got really confused. Now, I'm convinced this isn't something I've missed. So the axe defends her because it's something to do with it being the metal. She has a metal guardian. And I'm like, is this supposed to be a reference to, metal that's going on? Like, or is this just
No.
something I've missed?
Too far back.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm like, I don't know. I really don't.
I don't think it is. I just think Artemis is such a problematic character, judging from what I've listened to. Because she's meant to be Wonder Woman, but she's not like. At least Jason has a relationship that we know of with Bruce.
Yeah.
And even Bizarro with Superman. But I feel like Artemis, this version at least of her, doesn't have any bearing.
Bizarro. Part of Bizarro is defined by his lack of proper relationship with the Superman character, so that works.
Right, but I just feel like Artemis, at least this version, isn't the one that we're accustomed to. It's like her second in command and whatnot. So
No, and then so Jason pulls out some magic swords that he got from, and I quote, a gift from the Assassin's Guild that helped me after I came back from the dead. I was like, was that supposed to be the League of Assassins? I don't remember, or was there something else called the Assassin's Guild?
It sounds like a thing.
I don't recall, but anyway, these magic swords that they only work against magic things, and they have to draw power from your soul. And seems weird, but he takes he takes a few stabs, and then he's like, "Well, no, I'm too weak." Bizarro comes in, does some smashing, looks pretty good. Artemis picks up the bow and it's like, "Oh, I can use this," even though the whole thing was only one person supposed to be able to use it, and it was supposed to be this other chick that they're fighting. And she's like, well, I guess I can use it now. It's cool. So then I'm going to go an actual good page. Like,
Whoa.
good. Not just for this book, good.
Brace yourself, Matt. Brace yourself.
So
I'm
the set's a bit wrong. So she shot the other woman with the arrows, and she's kind of got the power of Ra is kind of exploding from inside her, and she's gonna just explode basically. And then we get a page which has absolutely no dialogue whatsoever, not a single caption box, silent. It's beautiful.
What's on the page?
But you recognize that there was no captions on there, right? Like, you got that automatically. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's actually, to be fair, it's actually a good page. It's Bizarro kind of going down and picking up the body and flying her up into space, and so she can explode. And there is a gorgeous panel of him in a silhouette against the sun. So obviously he just looks like Superman carrying this. It looks really good, to be fair.
I had a soft spot for Bizarro. That's why I can't read this book, because I don't want to know what...
You don't want to accidentally like things.
Well, not just that. Lobdell's kind of the perfect person to write a backward Superman, right? Like...
Yeah, somehow. But no, this page is actually... That single page with no words where it's just the art. I mean, it has Artemis there crying because she's killed, like this person again who was like her best friend or whatever. But I can ignore that panel. The rest of the panels with Bizarro...
That's emotional scene. That's emotional moment for Artemis, which is maybe like the big emotional crux of the issue. I'm going to ignore that page. That panel's whatever.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at something else.
That's fine. I get it, but I don't care about Artemis, and I don't care about that. But the actual imagery of Bizarro lifting her up and going up into space, and this explosion, is really well done. So credit where it's due, which is presumably none whatsoever to Lobdell. Yeah. Anyway, they just have the little wrap up, the traditional, heart to heart after the mission between them. Oh. But then Bizarro comes back down and something's wrong, and then it turns out, well, apparently he's dead. He's definitely not. It's this other kid that's run, one of the refugees has gone, he's run up to him and has gone, help, his heart's not beating, he's dead. I'm going, is his heart supposed to be beaten? Is Bizarro? I don't actually know.
I have no idea.
If they tell me, his heart's not supposed to beat, then I kind of buy it. But either way, he's lying there spread out and, supposedly dead. That's the end of the issue.
Is that the end of the arc, or is this...
it is the end of the arc,
okay.
Thank God. The next arc's actually a Bizarro arc.
Oh, well...
So, might be easier to get through.
Count your lucky tunes.
There you go.
That said, if it's just because Bizarro's dead and it's about Bizarro, then... And I don't actually have Bizarro
if he was flying through the sun, I think it has a negative effect on him.
See, he didn't get up to the sun. That's the thing. He just took a out of orbit.
Huh. I don't know. Because like that's the plot of All Star Superman. Is he got too close and overloaded? So I wonder if that arc, if maybe he took in too much yellow radiation in it,
Yeah, no, it could be.
And for him being Bizarro naturally the opposite of what solar power usually does to him.
Yeah. I don't know.
We'll find out though, because Connor's going to be reading it and he can tell us what it's going to be.
I'm honestly happy that there was a single page that I liked. It's the first page in this entire series that I've gone, that was a good page.
That's cool.
There you
Still,
go.
I'm never going to see it, but that's cool.